Ooh, blind people are not safe. Now, when you hear that, what do you think that they're referring to? What do you
What
mean?
you trying to say? I ain't safe. Like, am I'm the danger or I'm in
Yeah,
danger?
yeah, right.
I mean, I don't know. Stay dangerous, guys.
It says yes. All of a sudden, if you cannot see, you're a dangerous or a hazard.
Man, I ain't no hazard to nothing. And if I need to get active, I can get active, no matter what it is.
We face our problems every day. It seems they'll never fade away. The world may bring us down. Tonight we're gonna turn it around. So let's put it all on the table. Talk about it if you're willing and able. Life's love and insecurities and a laugh or two. Come and take a seat. So bring your concerns to us. Together we can discuss what's on your mind. No matter what you go through, just know we'll be here for you every time. Let's talk about it. Round table talk. Let's talk about it. Round table talk. We gotta be about it. Go ahead and walk the walk. So let's talk about it. Round table talk. Let's talk about it.
Hey, y'all, welcome back to Blind Table Talk. I am your host, Saida Victoria, aka Sassy Sai.
Welcome back to the table, y'all. This is your boy, Jay Fleeks. You already know, Black, also known as Security. Welcome to the table, baby. We're happy to have y'all back.
Yes, we are.
What's going on, Sassy? How you doing, love?
I am doing awesome. I'm doing great.
For sure, for sure.
So glad to be back at the table with you. Seems like it's been forever. We had a lot going on this past week.
Man, yes, indeed. This has been a week. What you been what you had going?
Well, I am so excited because I just got back from Colorado. So I was in Colorado Springs, and then I went to Denver
Hmm.
for my daughter's wedding. She got married, and it was just such a beautiful ceremony, a beautiful affair. It was very personal, very quaint. And it was kind of neat because she rented out an Airbnb, right?
Yeah.
And it was a house. The house was kind of old, and I don't think it was for the house. It was an older house, but the backyard was just set up. And even for a blind person, I walked out there and I just felt like it just felt beautiful. They described it as, you know what those Japanese gardens look like with the flowers and usually they have ponds, you know, that ones that have like the
Yeah,
bridges and stuff.
little
Yeah,
water.
right.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
waterfalls, and then they had a decorator come and decorate it, and it was
Tight.
just so, yeah, it was beautiful. And she was happy, and it was a few families. My cousin came down or up, I don't know which way that goes. Well, up,
All right.
but from
They came through, right?
yeah, right,
Gotcha.
from Bay
Gotcha.
Area and stuff. And so it was just a beautiful time with family. And I don't know. I really am feeling Colorado though. Remember we went in February, and it was just like the worst experience because the weather, I
Yeah, it
hated
was
it.
like
It was
really
cold.
cold. Yeah.
When I breathed through my nose, it
It was
burned because
burning. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. So
yeah. Still nice though.
no, yeah. I mean, for those that like cold, I'm just not a cold person.
Right.
But for this time, so my daughter was like, "Oh, mom, it is hot as hell out here," and just complaining. So I'm like, "Oh shit!" Now I'm about to be going and
The
having to
other
deal
side
with it,
of it. Yeah.
right? And so I get there, and when I tell you, it was nothing like Houston heat. It was cool. There was a breeze every time. I actually sat outside and chilled, which you know damn well I do not do that in Houston. When do I ever
Not
sit
at all.
outside?
Not at all. So the fact you was able to enjoy
Yes,
that sounds
I
different. That's
loved
tight.
it. I loved it. And then we just just the weather. I really would like to go to be able to do some kind of sightseeing and just kind of exploring a little bit. But it's fun. It's a fun place to visit. I know that. I'm not sure about living, but it was definitely a nice trip. So yeah, that was my trip. I thought I was there for a whole week, and so just really enjoyed it. I did. What about you? What you do?
I really ain't been up to too much, just been on the grind, working and try to maximize these opportunities. But I do want to talk about an experience that I had to deal with while I was running a few of my little errands.
Mm,
So I had to use, Uber transportation, it is
hmm.
what it is. So, what I'm saying? I took it to a little Walgreens not too far from where I was at, which was
Hmm.
cool. And did my little thing in Walgreens, got my little items that I needed to. And so I was returning back to my location.
Right.
And like mind you, like I just spoke, I took the Uber like around the corner. When I say around the corner, Uber was only about $5.
Right.
So
Yeah.
when
Right.
when I
Yeah.
when I when I'm going back to what I'm saying, to my destination, it pops up, $5. And I know that I've clicked on my right destination, listen to my voiceover and all this good jazz. But so the Uber pulls up. Unfortunately, there was a language barrier. It's kind of more frequent out here in Houston. I don't know, but for
Mm,
sure, we get a lot of them, right?
right.
So
Right.
really just couldn't communicate that well with them. Tried to use like my translation on my iPhone, but just to really get there. So I'm in the car chilling. I'm riding. I'm really kind of got into my little mind. So I don't know. You know how you kind of just get to thinking. The next day, you're like, damn, wait a minute, like, why am I, why am I still riding? Um, Hold up. Where we at? Then we kind of pull up to a destination, and it's like, okay, okay. My fault, y'all, but hey, that's just what it was. That's what I experienced, man. And so I was just like, me? It's like, yeah, 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 yeah. You okay, okay. I was like, all right, man. And so I stepped out, and like when my cane started moving, I'm like, wait, what the? This is not a driveway. What? Where's the slope? Hold on. And I'm like, let me walk up a little bit. Let me see what's up. Maybe my cane maybe I'm tripping. And I walk up, and I hear a door, and I hear a basket, and I say, wait, the hell? Where am I? Excuse me. It was like, yeah. I was like, what's this? It was like, this is Walmart. I said, what? I turned around. I said, you saw the car I just got out of? She said, nah, he gone. I said,
Oh
come
my
on, man.
goodness.
I'm like, yo, are you serious? Like, this man has dropped me off at a whole nother
Oh my
location.
God. How far was it? I mean, did you just not like when you were driving, were you not paying attention? Because
Like I said, I drifted off into my mind. I was thinking,
yeah.
and I don't know. It's just the feel of the ride. I just popped out of it and was like, wait a minute. Oh, I've been riding for a little bit too long. This supposed
Right.
to been right around the corner. Like this ain't nothing but a high skip. But the fact that this happened, so I had to find another Uber and whatnot to get to my destination, and that turned out to be, like I said at the beginning, it was a $5 trip. To get back to where I had to go, it was a $17 trip. So he
Oh
took
my
me definitely out of my
gosh.
way.
Wait, did you report that though? That's what I
Oh
want.
yeah, so wow, I reported it. Thank you, Uber, for my little $3 back. I
Don't
appreciate
stop
y'all.
it.
Appreciate y'all for sure. I like blessings. Yeah.
Well,
And I do that with
that
I
is
do that with air quotes, y'all. Blessings indeed, for sure. three
that is
dollars.
funny. I'm sorry, Uber, and I know y'all. Oh, we always complaining about Uber and all that good stuff, but this stuff needs to be brought to folks' attention. I'm sorry, but
Nah, real talk. Cause I mean, just like, luckily I'm who I am. I mean, I was kind of agitated, especially when I was in that Walmart. I was like, come on, boy, there's some. Ooh, I can't
right.
believe it. You know what? All right, for sure,
But you
for
know
sure.
what? Here's the thing though, and I don't understand why that is allowed for somebody who does not speak your language. I mean, okay, for me, even Spanish, I can kind of somewhat sometimes deal with that. But I've had people that speak Russian
Mm-hmm.
or,
And I
from,
think that's what it was, because like I said, I tried to pull out the translation and that
right.
didn't work. And that's because I had it on Spanish. And I mean, I
Yeah.
know a little bit of Spanish, but he was something else.
So
So
yeah, and I don't understand why that is allowed. Why is that okay? And not to, bring up Lyft, but Lyft, I swear 90% of the Lyfts that I order, the people do not speak English. It's crazy. So I just don't think that should be allowed. I think that you should have some type of requirements or you should have something on the app that
yeah,
says,
that's what I'm about to say. Is it bad
you
to
know,
have a sectional like
right, I know. I
Spanish
don't,
driver for this? I don't
yeah,
know. Like I just man, just
I don't know. I
that
totally
melting
agree.
pot of it, like it just creates a lot of difficult
It does.
situations with this. You
Especially
know what I'm
for us
saying?
blind people, because we already are going, you know, even though I can't see, I could say, oh, it's the brown building on the left. But
Right.
if he doesn't know, and then I get, oh, sorry, don't speak English. No, I'm like, no, well, how am I supposed to tell you where I'm going? You're just going to drop me in the middle of nowhere, you
And I
know?
almost felt like it was a share ride, and he should have said something because, like, as I reflect on it, I do remember a person like as I'm getting out the vehicle was actually like trying to walk up to the vehicle, but then
Yeah,
it was all kind of strange,
right. See?
and that's why I was like, I don't know, it was just
Where's my,
the whole ordeal was definitely frustrating, quite strange, low key funny now, but I'm just like, damn,
yeah.
bro, you gonna drop a boy off at a whole nother location, not what I requested from. And I got back to where I needed to, but I reported it to Uber. And I was like, oh, we do apologize that this happened to you and that you experienced this.
Yeah, they
But
always
thank you for riding with
apologizing.
Uber. Here's go $3 for your troubles.
Yeah,
All right,
right?
that's a bad $3 from, I mean, and that's out of about 30, maybe $30
Well,
I had forked
you
out of
know
that.
what? That reminds me of, yes, my Colorado trip was awesome, but I speak since we're, putting people on blast. Let's go ahead and put United Airlines on blast
Oh,
too.
what you got?
Because and it's so funny because we've talked about this on previous shows, how much I could not stand United Airlines, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm on my flight. We had a layover in Albuquerque, and I get a phone call from United Airlines. And I'm like, what? Why the hell would they be calling me? So I just answered 10 minutes to take off. Okay. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
sitting on the plane. He was like, yeah, this is whoever at Albuquerque, the baggage claim. Your bag is here. It's been sitting here waiting for you
What?
to pick it up. Yeah, and that's what I said. And I was like, what do you mean my bag is waiting? I said, my bag should be on the plane that I'm sitting on right now.
Hello.
What do you mean? And then of course I had an attitude because I'm like, what do
As you
you
should.
why would my bag be in baggage? Because he's telling me to come pick it up as
And
if
you
it's in
own
the
the
way.
plane, right?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I hear
So
what you're
I sit
saying.
there and so I'm sitting there, and I'm like, no, my bag should be here. Oh, your final destination is not Albuquerque? I'm like, where would you think that? Why? What do you mean? No, it's not. It's Houston. Oh, and then he rushes me off the phone. Oh, I'll take care of it right now. I'll take care of it right now.
Oh,
So I'm sitting there thinking 10 minutes, right?
yeah.
But I'm like, well, maybe, maybe it's quick. They can just run it, drive it on up and
hope,
throw it in the
hope,
plane.
hold out hope it's
So,
possible.
right. But I still wasn't even tripping on it until I got to baggage claim in Houston.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, what does your bag look like? I'm like, yeah, it's a gray, silver, hard shell square. It's got a big old tag on the front. And so we're sitting there, and in my mind right away, it's like, they done lost my damn bag.
Oh man.
Okay. So,
Well, I'd have been hot,
yeah. And
hotter than fish grease.
so the girl comes and says, yeah, we misplaced your bag, or, we
Mm-mm.
got to locate your. I said, no, why don't you call the man that called me on the plane when I was in Houston that told me he has my bag? My bag's not lost. It's in
Yeah.
Albuquerque.
Yeah.
That's where my damn bag is at. She was like, oh, well, then she says, well, we'll deliver it to you tomorrow. And usually I'm so, pleasant with people because I just try to be a nice person. What do you always say, that energy, right? I feed off
Yeah.
the energy.
Right. Feed off the energy, right?
So I was like, no, you're not. You're going to bring me my bag tonight.
Just like no, this is
Yeah.
assertive energy right now.
Yeah.
I'm
No, you're
not playing with
not.
y'all.
You're not bringing it tomorrow. You're bringing my bag to me tonight. Well, we're going to deliver it to you. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. Tonight.
And you're
Yes.
delivering it
Exactly.
tonight. And then
Did
she's like,
that?
well, let me see. Let me see. And so she asked the person, what time? Because it won't get here till 9. I said, okay, well, my house is still there at 9. It ain't going nowhere.
Right?
I mean,
Hey.
I'm just being smart ass the whole time because now I'm just pissed. So then she's
Mhm.
like, well, what time does that? Well, and then the other person, well, no, the last pickup for deliveries is at 8, so it won't make it.
Nah, so you had to wait till the next day,
Yeah, I did, but
regardless.
that
I
doesn't
still
mean
would
I
have
had to
gave
be
him
nice.
troubles.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
still didn't have to be nice, but that's
I'm
messed
sorry.
up. I said, so, and then I play the whole, luckily I had my laptop in my backpack with me because I would have been so pissed. But I was like, well, what about my clothes? What am I going to wear tomorrow? And then I'm sitting here thinking, like, damn it, they know you live here. Why are you like,
Yeah, you just frustrated and pissed,
right?
but
I'm
you
just trying
gonna
to
put out
say
everything
stuff.
like, hey,
So,
what I my
yeah,
shoes,
right.
my jewelry,
Exactly.
like just the whole 9 yards.
So,
But you live here.
So
I
yeah,
mean,
but
shoot,
I
how
mean,
better
I'm
fix
just
the house?
saying, United, y'all gotta do
Do
better.
better
I know
for
this
sure.
is, isolated situations. I could
Mm.
just get so frustrated with
Since we
this stuff.
blasting, since we blasting,
Oh, another
hold on. I
blast?
that just it just triggered my thought. I have to.
Another one?
So, like I said, I've been just running my errands and on the grind. So I had to go pop out to the little convenience store right here in the neighborhood. I go in here. Sometimes they really actually are good about it. This is a neighborhood store, so they really know the
They know
boys.
you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
But and so this time they just happen to be busy, and I understand. I hear a lot of people, and I'm like, okay, cool. They're not going to be able to assist like they normally do. Let
right.
me do my thing. I pull out my IRA, get them
Mm-hmm.
moving around, find my items or whatnot. But this was maybe my little mistake, but it's all good though. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Anyway, so I put my phone back up. I go find the line, but I really couldn't, hear where it was at. So I say, this the line right here. No one said nothing. So I just
Mm.
kind of stood there for a second, kind of, just trying to listen, catch
Was
the
there nobody there? You said it was busy. What do you mean nobody said nothing?
exactly. So that's why I stood there because I'm just like, I know, like, come on, man, like, and I know I said it loud enough. Like, is this the line where, you know, everyone could hear me? So I hear a
Yeah,
person, step up to the counter and drop their items. So boom, that alert me to okay. I wasn't too far from it actually. So
right.
I step over into the line and I don't know, like it's just the energy. It's just like I felt
Mm-hmm.
like people were looking at me. And then I'm hearing the dude behind the counter, like he's snickering and giggling.
Mm-hmm.
And, I step up and then I'm just like, yo, you ain't hear me talking, my man? He was like, I thought you was asleep, bro.
What?
I said, what?
What?
Like,
Sleep, standing up,
you thought I was asleep
walking.
standing up in the store with this item in my hand. He like, bro, I thought you was, I don't know. I said, man, come on. And then he goes to, man, how you are? How you do this? What's this in
Oh
my hand, bro?
Lord.
What's the price for this in my hand? I said, bro, are you serious right now?
Right. Uh-uh. Mm-mm.
Like, and I kind of like now, like I
The
said,
monkey at the
reflecting.
zoo.
Exactly. Like reflecting, I get it. It was a language barrier, but he was kind of fascinated but I'm like, bro, you can't be that fascinated that I move through the store like this. I come to this store frequently. Y'all see
Right.
me sometimes twice a day, every day of the week. So it's like you can't be that. And I've been in this neighborhood for over a year, so you can't be that much amazed, at this
Right.
point. So what you're doing now is almost feel like I'm not supposed to be doing this. It almost feel like belittling in a way,
Right. Yeah,
So
exactly.
instead of me giving you information and making you aware, my approach is now like I'm a little, offended. So I'm like,
Right.
bro, what? Like, like man, I don't got time for this, bro. If you don't ring up this my item, man, let me pay for my item.
Yeah,
And then I hear his friend behind him like, how did he find that? So I'm like,
uh-uh.
y'all boys are playing with me right now. Boy, let me get up out of here. Like, boy,
Right.
I'm not about to play with y'all right now, man. Like I come in this
Oh
store
my
way too much to be
goodness.
handled. Like, nah. We're not doing this. We're not doing
That is so crazy. You know what? I've sometimes I feel bad for our listeners because we go on and on about our little irritating
it.
situations and stuff like I know they'd be like, damn, again? We have to hear this again,
Like
but
another one. Hey, but
yeah,
I bet my blind folks like, boy, I know
can
it, but I can't
relate.
stand,
I
boy. I been
know
like,
they
yeah,
can
they know what's up.
relate.
They know what's up.
Right.
I
So,
mean, they might
anyways,
handle it a little better, but they still know what's up.
I'm sure, yeah, probably. I think that's
He's
the
still
thing
working on me,
too.
y'all.
We all handle things differently, but we, come across these same situations
Yeah,
and
yeah.
some people are handle them more submissively and stay meek and mild, and some get very aggressive and get
Oh,
loud and
but
wild.
some would say, why you didn't keep your Ira out and find the line? I'm sorry, I was on the little, you know what I'm saying, 5 minute thing. My time had went out. So just yeah.
Well, speaking of Ira, I mean, I'm surprised you even got through because sometimes when you do that 5 free minute thing, they always say there's no agents available for the free service. So
Yeah.
luckily, you better be glad you got through on that.
Real talk. Real talk.
But so, but all right, listeners,
Oh,
we're done. We're done fussing. We're done
yeah. Yeah.
rambling.
Mm.
So
Time to get to it, right?
yes. Oh, but before we do though, oh
What
my
you got?
gosh, I definitely want to offer and send prayers to the victims and the families of the Georgia high
Oh
school
yes.
shooting
Yes.
thing.
Man.
I just, it's just
That
so
is a
sad.
sad that like real talk. Like even hearing about
Yeah,
it just
yeah, it
it
is.
just man, that is very sad,
And
man.
the crazy part is this person, this child, he was investigated like last year for some threats, online threats he made to shoot
Wow.
up the high school. And the FBI even went to his house, spoke to the dad, and the dad was like, well, I do have guns, but he doesn't have access to them. And then
Mm.
even though they pinned the threats to his computer, he denied making the threats. So, I mean, at that point, I guess
Surprised he
what
wasn't
could they
monitored
do?
little bit more, but I mean,
I
hey,
know. I
you
don't
just
know
can't
what they should have.
monitor
So
them. No.
that's what I'm saying. What were they was like? I don't know what
And
they were
well, put
supposed
a
to do,
bracelet on
but
them. Like, I
yeah,
don't, yeah,
right.
exactly.
I
Like,
don't know
I don't
what they
know.
could have done,
That's hard.
but
That's hard.
I think the parents should be charged though, because I mean, if that was happening, like something, you have to know something is wrong with your
I
child.
mean,
I'm
how did he
sorry.
get access to the guns that he
Right.
was
And it was
supposedly
like
not
some
have
type of
access to?
AR, you
Oh
know.
man, that's a bad boy.
So yeah, it was just, but I mean, when are we holding people accountable for this? Like, obviously, to me, I would
Especially the
think,
parents. I
yeah,
mean,
that's
I'm
what I'm
sorry.
saying. I would
Yeah.
think that you could see some signs of your child being disturbed. I don't think a happy, well, stable child or person just
FBI
one
not
day,
coming out just to come out. They coming
yeah,
out because they actually was tipped
yeah.
onto something. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
no,
saying? So
something happened. And, I don't think that you just wake up one morning and say, I'm going to shoot up the school. I'm
yeah,
sorry. I
exactly.
think
No,
there
that's
is signs
something
there.
that's brewing within. That's
Yeah,
like it's a lot
right,
of development and just nah,
right.
that's
Yeah. So, anyways, it's sad. It's very
real talk.
unfortunate.
But definitely
And
sending
prayers,
out the love and
yes,
prayers to those families for sure.
yes. And the whole community, it was only a community of like, I think he said 90,000 people, but
Wow.
they're all, coming together. And I'm sure
Yeah.
with that small, there was like nine injured, four killed. Like somebody knows
Mm.
somebody about somebody,
I shaking my head, y'all.
So yeah. So, anyways, okay. That's sad. And moving on to a more positive note. Okay.
Lighter subject.
Yes. So, all right. This week we got a good
What
show
you
for
got
you.
for him this week?
So
What we doing?
there was a post, and I always love these posts, right?
Mm.
Because they just give so much stuff. But there was something about myth, blind myths, blind mythbusters, right?
Oh,
So I thought, let's explore these blind myths
we
because
should, because
we
we've done so many
should.
tips and
I
tips for the
know.
sighted folks. Let's do this.
Yes,
Let's do these
the
blind myths because
blind myth, but yes, because
that's what it is.
but going across them, when I was reading, I was like, I just think about all the conversations I've had with friends and even family
Yeah,
about these myths. So let's talk about them.
let's talk
This
about them.
can be, hey, blind folks, this is something for you to share with your sighted friends so we can kind of explore those. And, and there might be some blind people that are misled by these myths, right? So let's do it. Go ahead, pull up that chair, kick up your feet, sit back and enjoy what we are bringing to the table.
Let's get it, y'all.
Blind table talking.
All right, let's jump into these blind myths busters, y'all. Let's tackle
All
these
right.
things. What we got?
All right. Well, let's go ahead and do it. So this was the top 10 favorite myths about blindness. Okay. So the first one, which is these ones 10 and 9. Number 10 is blind people experience a heightening with their other senses. You think that's a true or false?
Yeah, it's only
Yeah.
because of every sense is going to enhance. That's what happens with anyone. It's not only reason it has a correlation to do with the blindness is because the sight part of it is gone. So because you're not seeing now, you are naturally been your body is trained into enhance because you're observing, you're listening more, you're feeling more, so it's like
Oh, okay. So that's false. That's not, the problem is, and the things that people are misconfused with. It's just research show. Okay, when people have vision, it's a default. You use your sight, right? So you don't rely on other senses naturally. Your first instinct is to
exactly
rely on your sight, right?
right.
So, um, we have to focus on our other senses instead of focusing on the actual vision aspect. We focus on our hearing, we focus on our smell, we focus on our touch. It doesn't make them better. It just means we're using them better, right?
Right.
So that's pretty much yes what it is, but the answer was false. So all right, so okay, so the next one is, and it's so funny because this is what we were just saying, right? Because
Right.
it's the same thing. But this next one, number 9, is um, blind people can hear better. And they wait,
That,
but it says, I know hearing is a sense too, but this one deserves its own category,
oh my Jesus, no, it does
which is
not.
true because that's what everybody thinks.
Yeah,
And it's the
no.
same concept of what you just
Senses
said.
can be trained on anyone. It doesn't have anything to do with the blindness. It just so
Remember we
happened
had
that we
this
had to be forced to do this naturally. But
No, but remember we had this discussion with my son, and they were like, it was just
and
ridiculous.
and
Like
that was crazy because in a way we
we
all
all
were
saying the
right.
same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we all
but
were saying the same thing in different ways.
here's the thing. The thing about it is, with the specifically with hearing, people think we can hear better, right? So my point that I always try to make, it's not we can't hear better, because I'm going to tell you right now, if I was damn near deaf when I went blind, I'm still going to be deaf.
Right.
It doesn't mean because I go blind that now my hearing works. And that's what people falsely believe, right?
Yeah, it's just the more focus.
Because if that's the case, I mean, we have a lot of older people, we have a lot of even younger people that have hearing loss and vision loss, right?
And it doesn't instantly change or anything like that.
Yeah,
It's a natural, enhance,
right.
like it's training, and
And that
anyone could do
it's
this. It
key
doesn't
word.
it
You
doesn't
just said that, training. That's exactly what it says. It says that you train yourself to listen more carefully, and pretty
yeah,
much that's exactly what it is.
that's all it is.
You train that
and
sense
and
better.
with training, it becomes better. Like with anything you do, you train in sports, you train at computer, you
Right.
become better with training.
Yeah.
So that's just what it is.
But and it's funny because there is some, with listening, like I can be on one end of the room and somebody else have a whole conversation on the other end of the room, and I can be sitting here talking on this end with somebody, and I will still pick out and hear what I want to hear or need to hear at that other conversation at that other end.
That is
But
called
that's
selective hearing and
yeah.
noting. Um, we're not gonna yeah, okay.
Wait, and it's
Okay.
funny because what about when like we're in a conversation or something and I'm talking and then all of a sudden I stop
You like, did you hear
talking.
me?
Yeah, no, yeah, but be quiet because you see I got quiet. Now I'm trying to listen to this conversation that's going on over there. Yes, I heard you.
How was it? So,
Like
just
take
nose
take
ass
the
out that conversation.
take take the hint. I just abruptly ended our conversation. I need to focus, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What we got next?
All right. So next we have blind people can't use a computer or phone. Do people really still believe that? Yeah, maybe, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, all right. We already, this is, definitely a myth. And I know many of my blind friends know, but there may be even blind people out there that don't believe this. I have known newbies that have gone blind recent and feel like their life, they can no longer do it. So, um, definitely a myth. We can use phones. I mean, hell, I don't know what I would do without my phone, my iPhone, to be exact.
What? We've been using phones since phones. You
Right.
know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Like with the it was crazy because when I first, you know, became a blind individual and I was hitting the scenes, talking, mingling and whatnot, I used to get that a lot from like little breezes. They'd be like,
You
so,
always got to bring up a breezy. That.
but I'm just saying, like, they just be like, so you really just be hitting the buttons on your phone and just know where they at, and I'm just be like thinking, like, you really
Yeah.
don't have to look at your phone to press buttons. The five got a
Right.
little dot right there. You just
Oh
go
my
from.
gosh, you just telling how old of a phone you had too,
Hey, I miss my flip
because
phone. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, what? You got to press the button so many times to get that letter. You know what I'm saying? TTY, what was it? TTYP text or?
yeah, no, I'm not doing that. But do you know
Hey,
I had even when I got my iPhone, I still had a second phone, which was a flip phone. Because like when you make credit card payments I hate our touch
hey,
screen.
we
I
have
mean, it's came
mobile
a long
speech
way.
and that talk
It's come
back
a long way,
before
but
voice over. I'm just telling
yeah,
y'all. But I used to
yeah,
get a lot of them questions, like,
yeah,
just little question. I'll just be like, man, you really don't.
yes,
Your
I know.
mindset can't grasp.
Well,
Like
Mythbuster people, blind people can use phones and
easily,
computers and all that stuff.
easily.
And I hate to, you know, toot my own horn, but I'm very good at using my phone and my computers. So not
Yeah,
only
you
can we
live at
use
your
them,
computer.
I
Like
love
I'm
it.
getting
Like,
there. I'm getting there.
yeah,
I'm good,
you know,
but I'm so much better with that phone though, for
yeah,
sure.
right, exactly.
Yeah,
And which is crazy because when we, doing computer stuff, I'm always doing the computer stuff. And even on my phone, as much as I use and love my phone, I would still be quick to be like, well, you do it.
yeah.
Even ordering Ubers, I still hate it, but I can do it. It's just not fun.
Yeah, yeah,
So
I prefer, but I
yeah,
relate to you on that one. I hear you for
yeah,
sure. So
right.
we definitely are using phones, computers, and it's just like everything else. You have people who are not, tech savvy,
Yeah.
gadget,
Right,
and
right, yeah.
it don't matter the blindness or whatnot. It just is what it is. It's the
And
skill level.
and maybe that's not a blind thing either, But I'll tell you this, if you are blind and you're not tech savvy, you may need to get that training to reconsider because your life will be a whole lot different if you did have those little
It does make it a little
that
easier for
it
sure,
does. It
for
really
sure.
does. Even my confidence, and and my safety, all of it. So,
Yeah.
but anyways, yes. Okay, what's next? Um, all right, 7. Okay. People assume I will know their voice after speaking to them once.
Oh man, hold on. Say it again. Say, oh my goodness.
People assume I will know their voice after speaking to them once. It's so crazy.
Like,
Yes.
I mean, after one time, come on now. You
I
you gotta you
know.
gotta been knowing me, or be around me.
Around
Like
me
we
like
work
multiple
together. Like
times. If I,
eventually,
yeah.
after probably about a few months of working together. Oh, what's going on, Brad?
I mean, I
Oh,
still have coworkers that I don't know their voices. Like they're on the other side of the building, and I'll
because
say,
you don't
who's
run
that?
into them a lot. So it's
Right.
like, no.
Exactly.
So me just really knowing your voice, and it probably is some people that are that good, but knowing it,
Well,
it
but
ain't everybody.
here's
That
the crazy part
that
though. Do not, okay, catch an attitude because I don't recognize your voice.
for
Oh,
real.
they'll walk up and be like, "Oh, hey, Victoria. And I'm like, hey, because I'm gonna say hey regardless. Like,
Yeah.
or I'll just do a normal hey, and they'll be like, they're saying something like, oh, where are you headed to? Oh, I'm just waiting for my ride. Pause,
Real
end of
talk. Hey,
conversation. And they're
what?
like, I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
so
you don't know who
and
this is,
then
do
I have no clue.
you?
I have no freaking clue.
Hey, I'll be
And
like that
then
with people.
and then they finally realize because I guess my demeanor is, kind of standoffish. They'll be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, since we use Brad, oh, it's Brad." Oh, hey, Brad, what's going on? And I'm like, "What? Oh, you didn't even recognize my voice. I'm
Well,
offended. You
you
didn't.
should
Well,
have
no, I
said
didn't.
something from the beginning.
Yeah, and I'm trying not to hurt your feelings. And another thing I hate too, don't come up to me and say, you know who this is, because you're
No,
gonna get your feelings hurt.
no, I
Because
don't.
I,
I'm like, what? You know what it is? Nope.
yeah,
No, I don't. Who this? This West
right.
McCollum. Oh, yeah. What's
Yeah.
happening? What you been
Yeah,
on
like
to?
when people say that to me, I'm like, you really want me to guess? Like, really? Because if I knew who it was, as soon as you walked up, I would say, "Hey, whatever." You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because
Don't
I
test me that
know.
way.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't do it. That's not the test you want to take. Don't
All
do it.
right. Next is, oh, this is a good one. People assume I know every other blind person in the world.
Boy, I tell you. I tell you. And it'd be crazy too, because they get to talking to you, you know what I'm saying? And they'll say say the person's name that they associated with. But like
Right. Yeah.
he's totally blind too.
Well,
Okay.
yeah. Cool.
um,
Like, what do you want me to say?
like I can say like my cousin, like
Yeah.
he's black as well,
Yeah,
you
right.
know?
Yeah.
like
So
because of
this author, and it's so funny because this author said she literally had somebody come up to her in an airport and say, um, I know this guy named Tom in Germany who is blind. Do you know him?
okay.
Yeah, yeah, because I mentioned, that it's,
Like all blind people just we
but
all how many
th-
millions of us we
no, but here's the thing. Okay, so look, I'm very active in the blind community, in not just in Houston, on all over. There are times when that has happened. For example, and we usually try not to say people's names and stuff, but Tracy won't mind me saying her name. But when I first met Tracy, who lives in Antioch, which is actually where my cousin lives, right?
mm,
She mentioned another blind person, and I was like, wait, what? Who's this blind person? And they lived in a whole different city than both of us. And I'm like, I do know them. Oh, okay. Well. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
there are times when us as blind people that are in the same circles will know each other from all over the place. I mean, we know people in UK. We do know people, right? Right.
I can understand the coincidence. It's just when they assume that we just
Right.
supposed to know. Like that's the
Yes.
difference. Like I
So
get it.
that's what
Coincidence
it
happens.
is. But here's the
Sometimes we do.
thing. And sometimes we do. And shout out to Tracy. Hi, Tracy.
What up, Tracy Mama?
But when you're getting an Uber, which this
Yeah.
happens to me all the time, they tell me about their blind cousin that lives in so and so and all of this stuff, which, is I'm waiting to see how do you want me to respond to that? She does this and she's a part of this. And are you a part of this organization? You might know her. And I'm like, yeah, but
Mm,
chances are I do not.
sorry, I don't.
And then that's funny what you said though, because yeah, like I'm I'm black, I'm Puerto Rican. Do I know every Puerto Rican? Do I know every black person? No, I do not. So I do not know every blind person that's out there.
Yeah.
Sorry. I hate
It's
to tell
just
you.
yeah. Now, in conversation, like I said, it's just for me, it's just I guess the style or the way it is asked. Like you asking me, like I
Right.
understand, like that's, but they put it into like matter of fact, like yeah, my cousin such and such is blind, and like you should know them. Like no, I don't. I don't know this person. I'm sorry. It's a bunch of us blind people in Houston. Um, And that's cool. But hey, tell your kid folk like, I'm part of this organization. Holler at us.
Right, exactly.
Like,
So,
hey, if you wanna get them out there in the community, like
right.
put them
Yeah.
out there, like holler
Yeah.
at us.
So, but that's another thing too. A lot of times they're like, oh, you're so positive and empowering. I would love for you to meet my blind cousin or family, which, I'm all for, by the way. I wouldn't mind um, speaking to people and trying to encourage and empower them. I get that
Oh
too.
yeah,
But
I'm
that's a
down
lot
for
of
that
time,
for
that's not
sure.
what the reason is for.
Mm-mm.
It's more so because, you know how that goes. So,
Yeah,
all
and
right. So let's see.
w-
What's the next
got a
one?
few more. Got a few more. What we got?
Yes. So,
Yeah.
ooh, blind people are not safe. Now, when you hear that, what do you think that they're referring to? What do you mean? What do you
What
think
you
that?
trying to say? I ain't safe. Like, am I'm the danger or I'm in
Yeah,
danger?
yeah, right.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, that's funny because
Stay
it
dangerous,
says
gangster.
it says yes. All of a sudden, if you cannot see, you're a dangerous or a hazard.
Man, I ain't no hazard to nothing. And if I need to get active, I can get active no matter what it is.
Well, you
But
might fall into a pool or a
I was
fountain
about to
and
say something else.
drown.
Y'all fall into something.
Oh Lord.
Let me
Or you might walk into traffic or fall off a
what?
cliff.
All right, just like a drunken man can. Anybody,
Well, here's the thing. In
well, it's more
research,
likely to happen for us
no, but
because,
research, that's not true.
yeah, just
Research
thought
shows that people that are blind actually have fewer accidents than those that are sighted.
we pay attention more, yo. We're
That's
more
what, oh my God, that's
focused.
what it says.
That's what it
Yes,
is. We're more
because we
focused than
pay
they
attention.
are.
Right,
They're lackadaisical with the way
right.
they move with their limbs and their bodies and things.
Yeah,
So no,
right. And there's some things like, okay, swimming. Like if I knew how to swim before, I'm just because I'm blind, it doesn't mean I don't know how to swim anymore. You know what I'm saying? So
man,
like,
and
so,
it all stay the same. Like quick story. First came into the blind community, moved to Austin. I decided to go to my little pool at my apartments. It was a family out there. I'm sitting there doing all the same things I used to do as a teenager when I had my sight, just diving, doing my flips. And every time I came out the water, why were they clapping? And oh my God, and
oh my
look at
God, that
him
is
do
so,
that. And
oh,
I grabbed my towel and left. I'm like, I'm not about to be nobody blind Shamu. I'm sorry. Like I
that
can't
is
just
so
enjoy
funny.
my time in the pool. Like, damn. But yeah, yeah.
But you know what? So, and that's what I'm saying, because here's the thing. I always remember my sister, I was cutting some stuff in the kitchen and she was like having a fit about me cutting it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm like, no, I got it. Well, no, no, let me do it. Oh, okay. You know what? Here, do it. And then remember I told this story before, she damn near cut the tip of her finger off.
Yeah. Look, she was
But
the
yet,
more
right,
dangerous.
exactly. But that goes where are accidents, like when sighted people have accidents and do little trips and falls and stuff, it's, what do you call that? What's their reason for it? Why
Yeah.
can't we just be tripping or falling? Because I mean, some of us are clumsy, maybe
No,
because we still have clumsy people. Or,
got
if I spill something in the restaurant and drop a glass or fall, I
slew
mean,
footed or something, messed
yeah,
up
I mean,
ankle at the
sighted
time. Like
people
it could
do
be
this all the
anything.
time. They do it all the time.
Crooked limp, and so you
Oh my
hit the
gosh.
crack, and then the limp went the other way. Your
Okay.
body, I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm just,
All
hey,
right. Yes. Okay. So it's assumed for it's assumed that blind people don't work, or they can only work with other blind people,
that ain't true.
right?
We could jump
No.
into anything that we want to.
Yeah,
We have to
no. I mean,
modify it, and
yeah.
there's
Well,
other avenues to work
right.
around.
Like, no, I don't know any, airline pilots or no truck drivers, none of that stuff, but that's okay. But
Hey,
I
they could
know
work in the
that
office.
there was some that was truck drivers and pilots before. There
Yeah,
was doctors before. I mean, hell, we know somebody that used to work for NASA that went blind. I mean,
right.
that there's these people's, intellectual
Hell, I
levels
know some
are
that are
still very
nurse,
smart.
high nurse. Like it's
Yeah.
blindness. Blindness can limit in some things, but it's not a end all. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, there's still
No.
so many other things that are possible for us to do, and
And they
it's just about
don't,
putting our
but
mind
it
to it.
doesn't always have to be blind stuff, people.
No,
Like it doesn't always
no.
have to be. Now I'm,
I know a blind dude that does constructions, like actually builds
yeah,
houses and lay down
yeah,
cement.
that's not a blind job.
It's
Now,
not a blind job.
well, I do have to say, because I am, and then there's no air quotes. I am blessed to have a job work with blind people but I work for a blind organization, but that's, that's my passion. It's like almost like a dream job, right? Because this
Right,
is what I've done. This is what I committed my life to doing, is working with blind people.
right.
And, and I also, I also think that more of us as blind people should work in blind fields, because who better to work with blind people than blind people, right? Because
Yeah, more
I think
relatable.
we should,
Yeah,
yes. And
yeah.
so, but
But
there
that's not to
are,
say that we cannot work
right,
or be in other
exactly,
fields.
yeah, absolutely. I just think that there's, it's possible to do other things that have
Yeah,
nothing to do with blind people. Not only that, but employers, all there that are out there, like, take your chance, because here's another thing and about blind workers. Okay, we already know that we are scrutinized worse. We're
so much.
expected to
Mm,
fail. So I've had, previous employers tell me that I'm a better employee than their sighted people. Why? Because I make sure I'm on time. I make sure I complete my stuff. Like, I pay more
we're gonna give
attention
it
to my
all.
work.
Yeah,
Yes,
more
and
focused.
not because I want to, but because I have to.
It
Because
makes
if
it
I don't,
competitive in a way. Like I
right?
have
Yeah,
to. I got to
yeah.
do well. You know what I'm saying?
So
I
if
have to
there's
be
any
seen.
employers out there that, are considering hiring a
Take that
blind
shot.
person, try
You
it,
just never
because you
know.
never know. We have so much more to prove. And so
Real
we're
talk.
so much better employees, I'm sorry to
Yes,
say,
indeed.
because we want this job. And again, that doesn't mean that I'm just going to take a job for pennies just because I'm happy to have a job. But if I have
Yeah,
the skills and knowledge and experience
we're
to
gonna
get
make that happen.
yeah. So yes, challenge to all you employers out there: hire you a blind person today.
Real talk. Go get you one.
Yeah, you stupid. Well, yeah, the token blind. I always say that
Man,
about my job too. Like, I'm the token blind person here. All right. So, okay. Three. Oh, we're almost down to the bottom of our list. It's assumed that losing sight means you lose all abilities or can't enjoy the same activities. So, so
like,
untrue.
yeah.
So
Well,
untrue.
yeah. Well, it, it
Well,
depends on
what?
certain
I
things.
mean, what? What? Because we know how to work, cook, clean, have fun. I mean, I even went, let's just
Yeah.
try my, hell, do you know how many times a group of us blind folks took Metro to the damn club?
Yeah, yeah. I done that a few times.
Something, by the way,
Hell,
I
I
wouldn't,
mean, because I was over here thinking, I'm like, shit. Even my time in the strip club, like,
right.
yeah,
I
that
love going to
definitely,
strip clubs. You know why?
yeah,
Because they let me feel.
yeah. That's why I say the girls be the little breezes in the strip clubs. They definitely be on the
Like, I
blind. I mean,
can't
they
see
supposed to
nothing.
be on the man, but I get to
Right.
do just a little
Yeah,
different.
no,
So
right, exactly.
so yeah,
I
definitely
like
enjoy.
that's so fun,
I still enjoy myself when I go to the bars because like
right?
actually it's I don't know. I think I get more privilege because get to top of
I
the note
have
with
put
people and they
stuff
be like, man,
together.
I'm gonna get you a shot, man. Like, boy,
Yeah,
you so
right.
live, man. You so cool and just man, I'm just loving what you doing out here. Just like, all right, for sure, bro. I'll take that
Right.
shot.
Do you know how many I got a bookcase one day, right? And at this time my daughter was, I don't know, she was like 5 or 6. She was just reading level, right?
Mm,
And I put that damn bookcase together by myself with her reading me instructions. Like, I was just like, oh no, I had the screwdrivers, I had I was very proud of but this is just, and when people came in, they were like, you put that together by yourself? Yes, I did, because there's nothing wrong with my mind. Like,
right.
all you have to do, and
That point.
at that time, there was, because I would have scanned it and read it, had the computer read it out to me, but it was more of in the beginning of my blind. I wasn't as skilled with my, that's again, I really wouldn't have even needed her if I had the technology then that I have today, right?
Yeah.
So, but we travel. We travel all the time. People think they can't travel, which is,
What? Be on the move. Like
right.
me and my partners, hey, we telling everybody all the time, but we be mobbing. Man.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing gonna stop us, ain't no place. And I'm never stuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? We gonna make this happen.
Oh, and what about video games? You play video
What? I'm
games?
on the
Like
PlayStation all the
you,
time
oh
and
my
I'm
gosh.
still beating boys.
And there's
Like
a whole bunch of
Madden,
you blind guys
more
that play
all of
those
us.
games.
We out
Like,
here.
yeah, that's crazy.
For you sighted
But
boys, get in here. We get you too. Get beat up on.
right, no, exercise. I mean, we do everything that
Yeah.
we want to do. I mean, shopping, everything. So I mean, there is so
It's
many
life,
opportunities
y'all.
out
You
there.
just
It
have to
is.
appreciate and cherish your
I
life and know your
will.
moment.
I will say this though. It is so much more fun when there's more one than one blind person around in the crew doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
just like when I said about going to the bar, or the bar or the club, do you think I would do that by myself? Just tap, tap. No, But when there was like 6 or 7, I mean, we might have all looked a hot mess, but we all looked a hot mess together, tapping with our face,
Together.
and we still look cute because we're still going to the club. We still look cute. Um, which is why I also enjoy, organizations like the Peanuts Crew organization, which they travel and we travel and take trips with them. With what is that? A bunch of blind folks.
Yeah. A bunch of us
So
blinders
a
is out
bunch
here
of us
making it happen
blind
and getting it
going
in.
traveling at the
Right.
airport, at restaurants, at just wherever.
Yeah.
So those of you who are interested in traveling, info at peanutscrew.org.
Yes, indeed.
K with a K, Peanuts Crew
With
with
a
a
K.
K. Find
Holla at
out
them.
how to join, become a member because we
It's
do
worth it, y'all. We
we
be
have so
doing a
much
lot with our
fun.
peanuts. We love our peanuts for
We
sure.
have so much fun. We take a lot of trips. We do. I mean, it's just fun. I love it.
Yeah.
And so, things that yes, I can go with my family, but I'm the only blind person. That's not fun for me. Sorry. So, anyways, okay. Ready for number 2?
Yes, indeed. Let's move on to it.
When people meet my sighted husband, they assume that he takes care of me. Ugh.
Yo, that happened to me a few times just when I'm in college and a few little sighted breezes I was with. And just like going places that like, boy, like people really thought like she was my caretaker. I
Right.
can't stand that, man.
Man,
Like, look,
you
I'm handsome and she looking good. I'm player, but I pulled her. Like, stop playing with me.
no.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I was
Let
able to do
me.
this. Like,
Oh
we
my
all good. Like,
gosh.
that does not like what? Take care. I'm
Well,
taking care. Like, man, stop.
no, stop it. Look,
I'm
let me
whooping
tell
that.
you.
That let me stop. Hey.
Shut up. No, but look, here's the thing. And people, I have not, I don't think I've shared this with too many people. So I'm about to share it with my listeners. Like I left my ex-husband for that exact reason. Okay. Great man, very, support, never made me feel little or less than any of that. But I could not get past the way that, I'm always going to be seen as less than him, no matter what. And the cake topper was when went to a parking lot and he gets out the car to come and open my door, which it's not even a blind thing. He does it for my mom. It was just
Yeah.
a
This
chivalry thing
chivalry
to do,
thing. Yeah.
right?
Gentleman like.
So as he's coming over there, I'm getting out the car and the lady in the car is in the car parked next to us and she tells him, okay, oh my God, God is going to bless you for taking care of her.
Oh man, they say that all the time.
When I looked, I said, yeah, bless him. What the hell? God needs to bless me for dealing with his ass. Like
Yeah.
I
You the wife. Like,
I
stop
take
playing with
care
you.
of him. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? Because he came and opened my damn door. I was just, but again, that's the society view and image of stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
but what was crazy? I mean, I still left him because which is, my whole, I don't date sighted people issues and my insecurities with all that.
Yeah.
But his response was what helped me, deal with that in that situation because he was like, he did respond to that. He said, oh no, God's already blessed me because I have her. Like,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
that type
yeah.
of
That was live.
response.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
thing to say. Yeah,
right.
good cover.
Yeah, because like, cause I wanted to, boy, you don't know. I was sitting there. I said,
How did it feel,
take,
Grease, huh? Just
get,
popping mad.
take care, bless him. What the hell?
What?
He don't do, no,
And
I do everything.
you see, that's how I felt when, what I'm saying, just being approached that way with a little female. And I'm just like,
Hmm.
you just don't
It belittles
understand.
you. It
Yeah,
belittles you.
especially as a man, like,
Yeah, I
dude,
can imagine it's worse.
I'm
Yes.
doing my thing, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
and I'm
Yeah.
entertaining and what I'm saying, trying and doing my thing with her. And you
Right.
approaching like I'm less
Yeah.
than and she's taking care of me. And
Yeah.
even the breezy was like, nah, that ain't this type of party like that. Like,
Yeah.
and
But
I
yeah.
appreciate them speaking up just like you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
with your
Yeah.
ex-husband, but it still don't take away, what I'm saying, the
It
energy that's
stings.
already been put out there.
It
Like
stings.
they've already done put it out there. And it's just like, damn, man.
Yes,
Like, come on, bro.
I did not, it was not a good feeling. And yes, like you said, thank you for trying to clean it up for me, but I'm still like, but there's nothing that we can do to make society look at us different. That's how we're always
No,
going to look at.
exactly.
But another thing, I know this is not on the myth, but another thing that frustrates me is with my kids when they're like, oh, you make sure you take care of your mama. You make sure you take care of her.
Man,
That is not my child's job to take care of me. What are you talking about?
at all.
Don't do that. Like
Don't
that.
I
Side of
can't
people,
stand
please
that.
don't tell people that, to people's kids, that it is not the kids' jobs to take care of their mom. Like my kids do what they're supposed to do. And, they're grown now, but as they were younger, they did what they were supposed to do. They did you know what I'm saying? But
What
I'm
does it look
still the
like you
mama.
telling a 6-year-old to take care of a
Hello,
damn adult? Like that just
hello,
and people don't pay attention to the things that when they say that.
hello.
Like, come on now, you telling a toddler to take care of an adult?
Hello.
Like, come on
That's my
now.
point right there. Yes, that's not, you don't do that. And so I got so tired of hearing that. I'm just like, it's not. And so I started saying it. No, he don't, he does what mama needs him to do,
Yeah,
or she does what mama needs her to do, but it's not her job to take care of mama. It's mama's job to take care of him.
real.
I started saying it because that's
You
embarrassing.
got to. You
I can
got
take
to,
care of
as
my
you
own
should.
child. So, but yeah, anyways, that was a little side rant. That wasn't
Very
a
well.
myth, but
As my peanut like to say. Very
yeah,
well
right,
then.
exactly. All right. Okay, the last one, which is gonna be, it's a good one. Okay,
What we got?
because I have issues with this. Number one, you are so amazing and inspiring.
Oh, I know.
Hello. Now,
What?
now the inspiring thing, because it does say that, it says you are so amazing and inspiring. Now, inspiring,
I'm all the
that's cool.
above.
I
Very
would
big
like to be
deal.
that. But tell me why I'm amazing. Like, what am I doing differently? And if I am doing
It's because you see
amazing,
me. It's because it's just so amazing that they just get to see us.
well, no.
Because no,
Okay,
I
there you
know.
go, right there.
No,
That's the reason.
yeah, because
Yes.
I definitely be like, so you
If I'm doing
amazed that
something
I just pulled out
amazing worth,
$20 out of my pocket
hello,
and put it in your hand. That's
that's
oh
amazing to you.
wow, you just oh wow, look at the way you just separated. Wow.
Yeah,
Like,
right,
all right.
exactly. Now, don't get me wrong. I feel like I am amazing, and I
Oh no,
feel
like
like
I
I
said, I'm a
do
very
some
big deal.
amazing
I'm
things.
what? Hey,
But give me my amazing credit for
when
like
it's needed.
amazing stuff I do.
There we go.
Okay. And I will never forget. I was sitting at T-Mobile waiting for my name to be called, right? And I had a little keyboard, a portable keyboard for my iPhone. And so I'm just typing away on my phone. And a lady walks up and said, I kid you not, said those exact words. That is amazing. And I'm like, and at first I didn't know she was talking to me because and I'm typing away, but she wanted to make sure she heard me or I heard her. And so she says, that is so amazing. So she, made sure she got my attention. I said, and then you already know I have a low key attitude because I'm like, here we go again. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I just said, oh, what are you talking about? My keyboard? And she was like, yes, that is so amazing. I said, you mean the keyboard that is not even a blind thing? Anybody can get a keyboard off of Amazon and connect it to their phone?
And type with
and
their
she was like,
fingers, their
right,
digits.
right. And then and so I said, well, I just left it at, I said, well, if you think this is amazing, I have some stuff that'll knock your socks off. Because
Honey
if you
child.
call this,
Honey child, let me show you.
this is amazing to you, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
But, and I just left it at, and you know, I said, when I said that, and I laughed it, and she was like, oh, that's just great. I'm like, and I'm just in my head, like, yeah, keep it pushing, please. Because, but how was that amazing?
Yeah, exactly. Give the amaze for needed moments. That's all you know what I'm saying? I get it. But
so blind people are not amazing.
Not everyday function is amazing.
Right.
You know I mean,
for putting on my pants. So how do you put your pants on? That's amazing. Well, the same way you do, one leg at a time. What the
everybody has amazing moments. It has nothing to do with their blindness or whatever. It's just that person, that moment was amazing. Like they did something that was amazing. Everyone has amazing moments. Like it is what it is. Give me my amazing when it's needed. Don't give me no pity ass amazing.
Right.
Stop doing that. Don't want a damn pity.
Well,
I mean, girl, I know.
Yeah. Well, you know, that just, you know, okay, at the end of the day, you know, we all have challenges, you know, but if you want to say anything to me about, I mean, I say courageous or something, because like, I mean, or, daring. You know, some daring. Yeah, say something like that, you know, but, and so, you know, what we do, you know, it's not amazing. Our life is challenging. I get that, you know, but it's doable. It is doable.
It just modified, just like other things. Just put your mind to it, you know, and just know we all humans that just happen to have something different from one another. But everyone is human at the end of the day.
Yes. And so, all right, hopefully you guys have gotten a little bit more perspective on the challenges and triumphs that we have.
We're not experts. This is just our opinions on these, you know what I'm saying? From our blind perspective. You feel me?
So blind people, my blind folks, my blindies, share this with a sighted friend. Maybe they can get a little you know, perspective.
A little enlightenment. Yeah.
And so this was this article was this was posted, and I don't know this person, but I'm gonna still give her shout outs because it was a good a little article ahead of me, but it was Sylvia Simpson Perez.
All right, good job, Sylvia. Definitely a good post, good article to read. Mm-hmm. For sure. Man, oh man, look like we done came to about that time now, huh?
It is. The time has come for the end of the show.
It's fine on this one. This was a good show.
Yes, thank you. And we, just so we know, there was no interview this week. We just, we know we ran our mouths quite a bit. So we want to make sure that we, give the proper time slots to our interviews, and we have them, and they will be back next week. So stay tuned for that. Listen.
And before we get up out of here, you already know we like to drop our good words of encouragement just to keep y'all boosted and lifted. So what you got for them this week, Sassy?
All right. So this is an awesome post. Of course, this is from one of our Facebook group posts that we had. And I just thought it was very, encouraging. Anything that is lost can be found, but the only thing we cannot get back is time lost. Take advantage of all your opportunities. Right?
Right. Yes, indeed. Cherish the moments, take your opportunities.
Shout out to Hilarious D. He was our...
For sure. Hilarious D. Appreciate you for the good words of encouragement.
So, and I just say that because we always, we waste time on a lot of stuff, right? And we don't grasp those opportunities, and because we always think there's more time. But why waste time if we don't have to? Take advantage.
Exactly. Take that moment. Take that moment, y'all.
All right, y'all. I know y'all tired of hearing that. So Hopefully you're not, though, because you'll be listening next week as well, because we will be back. But do not forget about some of the things that we have going on. Dating game show. Oh my gosh, you guys, when I tell you, we're almost ready to get our first game show started, because we have gotten so many applications. It's just more of a tedious process than I thought it would be, because we want to make sure we at least halfway, just in case love might happen. We want to make sure we match up, some accordingly, right? But
yes, indeed.
But anybody, info@blindtabletalk.com.
Y'all know where to find it.
If you would like the application to be a contestant, we're getting ready for that.
All right, keep sending them in, y'all.
Yes.
Yes. Looking good indeed.
All right. What else? Upcoming events page on the website.
blindtabletalk.com. Y'all know where to find us. Please hit up the website, submit that in.
And go look for events too. You can read some events too.
Don't forget about our YouTube channel. Please subscribe, like, share, and follow.
Right.
You never know.
Exactly.
Get a little goodie from it.
Exactly. Our cash prizes, our subscribers. And I will, we did, if you've seen our posts on Facebook or our email that went out, we did have our monthly raffle winners for August raffles. There's 3 of them. We will announce those on next week's episode and share those with you guys. But they have been chosen. So please, subscribe to YouTube channel. Like and share, join the email list, for your opportunities to win as well.
Y'all know y'all favorite table.
Until next time, y'all.
Be blessed, y'all.
Blind Table Talk, yeah.